Right now.
All right, my name's
Introduce yourself real quickly.
I'm Ted Keller, and back at EJ though I went by Teddy Keller. I only went to EJ for 3 years. Grew up in Covington, and then we moved to South Carolina for a couple of years and came back. So I was only there for my sophomore, junior, and senior years.
You were sharing some geometry.
Yeah. I was in Miss Dillman's geometry class with Young Hork and Hal Schroeder and Tim Madden, and the teacher decided to put me in an honors group with those three, and after about 2 weeks I begged her to let me out of it. I couldn't keep up. Also,
that was some serious competition.
Oh yeah.
There's no question.
And one of the memories I have from that class is Miss Dillman had her head down at her desk reading a book, and some of the kids in the back were cutting up, and one of them threw an eraser across the room, and the target ducked, and it hit Miss Dillman right square on top of the head and left a big chalk impression on her head, and she never looked up, never said anything. She just kept on going, but the class went deathly quiet after that.
So that was kind of like at the beginning of class, end of class, or did you just let it sit there, right?
It was the middle of class. It just nothing happened. But I probably am the only person that got suspended from EJ before I ever set foot in the building. The first day of class, my sophomore year, we used to have the hair regulations back then. It couldn't be more than halfway over your ears, and it couldn't be over your collar in the back. So I had long hair where I used to live in South Carolina. My mom trimmed it up, made sure it met the regulations. The first day of school I went and I had on a pullover shirt with no collar. One of the coaches grabbed me and said, "Your hair's too long." And I said, "It's not over my collar." He said, "If you had a collar, it would be over it. You're suspended. Go to the office." So I went to the office. They sent me home. My mom had to come and talk to him, and she gave him an earful. She said, "We put a shirt on him with a collar. It was not too long." And she raised holy hell, and I think she trimmed it up a little bit more, but I came back the next day. But
They got it straight. I mean,
oh yeah.
Just for people who don't remember, I mean, we did have the dress code back then. I think you could have a mustache, but not a beard.
Right. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. There were some guys that used to wear wigs, tuck their hair up on it, and then I think about the middle of the year, the superintendent died, and so they did away with all the hair regulations because too many kids were getting kicked out of school for it and stuff. So then from then on, they said, however you want.
That's when long hair was in and everything and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's nice hair. Yeah, the tight suit. It's like the military kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Going to Egypt. Okay, so teachers that made a difference for you.
Well, actually, the teacher that made the biggest difference was not at EJ. It was my 9th grade algebra teacher, Mrs. Bozard in South Carolina. She gave me a real good foundation for math, and I was able to kind of skate through high school on that because I was pretty lazy. I did just enough to get by. I could have done a lot better, but it was not that important to me back then.
What did you wind up doing most of your life after you graduated?
After I graduated, I went to electronics school in Little Rock. I went with a couple of EJ guys from our class, Wayne McSherry and Charlie Mendoza. They came up there. They were there about 6 months, and I think they got homesick and went back home. But I stayed and graduated in '76, and I got a job with an electronics company in Houston, and they kind of moved me around to Beaumont, San Antonio, and I was in Austin for 23 years, and then I've moved to the Mississippi Gulf Coast back in 2003. I've been there ever since then. I retired 5 years ago. I used to repair lab equipment, medical lab equipment.
So you watched Austin grow, I guess.
Oh yeah, Austin.
It was on the map.
That's right. Yeah, Austin was. It was probably.
Did you see Stevie Ray Vaughan, the fact?
Actually, one thing I missed, they had a famous music venue. It was kind of famous like the Warehouse in New Orleans. It was Armadillo World headquarters, but that closed down about a year after I moved there. I never got to go there, but that was known for having a lot of concerts, and Willie Nelson played places like that and stuff. Yeah, I got to see Austin change a lot.
Yeah, you watch that strip grow.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, good deal. Well,
Little Black Creek is about an hour and a half.
any crazy? Well, you gave me the crazy memory. So at this point, I'm going to wish
I
you
was
Merry Christmas.
yeah, I was good in high school. I never skipped class. Believe it or not, never skipped
Were you
class.
ever absent a day? Were you ever absent?
Oh, a few times. Oh, a few times. Yeah, I didn't have perfect attendance and stuff, but no, I pretty much stayed out of trouble because there were too many consequences.
Okay, gotcha. Well, Merry Christmas, Dad. Great seeing you. You're a regular at these luncheons. Always great to catch up.
You're doing a great job, Doc. I sure do enjoy it. See y'all at the reunion.
All right, thank you.